Hey, hello, everybody. Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, back at you again with another Genshin Impact livestream. And today, I do think we'll be farming for... since it is Sunday, that means we could farm anything we want. So, due to that measure, first of all, I will eventually have to get Zhongli to 90, but she's not at currently. Need to get these up, which I'm looking at this ascension planner here. So I want to make sure everything's correct. So I think we'll go ahead and level up his deathmatch as far as possible. I'll give it to Zhongli for now because she's just pretending to be Zhongli. Okay, so let's see. No, that's not what I meant. Oh, well, I guess it's fine. No, that is what I meant to do. So I need to see, first and foremost, about how far we can get it naturally. Without any help from domains so far. Right, so let's see exactly how far we could level this and then how much domains we will actually end up having to do. I imagine I should be able to get this mostly leveled, I want to say, due to the fact that I usually collect all the books from events and from battle passes and what have you. And I don't remember the last time I leveled up a weapon that uses this material, so I feel as though I should have enough to get a decent amount immediately. Let's go to Mondstadt and figure the rest of this out. Because I think I would like to take the deathmatch to 90 first, before leveling up Zhongli or enhancing his talents at all. What am I doing? I already forgot what's the material. Oh, it's the Burial Wolf's Cracked Tooth. I have it at 50. Okay, so let's see. I will be able to know exactly how much I need right now. Weapon Ascension, Burial's Broken Tooth, I have 0 of them. I can only craft 2 of these. Okay, so I just plainly don't have enough. Bet. So I do need to farm this then. I probably won't be able to get it done in one day unless I'm extremely lucky. I mean, it might be possible if I use a couple fragile resins-ish. Otherwise, I think... I mean, yeah, like I said, I should be able to be fine with farming it. Okay, yeah, we'll just farm it. So this is the weapon domain. Wow, I'm feeling this. Cecilia Garden, huh? Man, I hate Cecilia Garden though. Not a fan, but okay. This will work. So let's see, first and foremost, let's make sure we're doing the right one. I do need Boreal's Fangs. Okay. So, what we're going to start with is... let's get rid of all these. Well, we're definitely using Ayaka, Ganyu... something like this should be fine. Unless maybe Zhongli instead. Not sure. No, this should be fine. This should be fine. Okay. So let's quickly jump into it. We want to do these, I want to say semi-fast, so I'm going to partake in a jade parcel. A delicious jade parcel. Kind of like this song. This song is banging. Okay, so let's do this. This way we can defeat these as fast as possible. I blew it. There's an easy, well, I guess semi-easy way to do these guys where if you are at the exact right distance, you can kind of convince them to both teleport at the same time, ultimately making them also teleport to about the same spot so that Ayaka's ultimate can one-shot them. Okay, we'll just see how much we end up needing. I know we need 4 goldens to take deathmatch to 90s, from 80 to 90, so that's, you know, that is what that is.
Illusion shot. Think you can get away? All hail.
Let's blow these guys out of the water. Come on, guys. Get over here. Okay. There we go. Pretty easy. I'm pretty sure I would get that time anyways, regardless of the fact that I used... Oh, I got a... This was a good run. With a run like this, it might actually be possible. It just might actually be possible to get this done today. But like I was saying, I'm fairly certain I would have gotten the exact same time, regardless of the fact that I'm using the jade parcel. I spilled some water. I'm getting a napkin to wipe it up real quick. Just ready to drink. Normal. I always advocate rather that everyone should be hydrating appropriately at all times. I'm a water dragon, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to water. And as it so happens, I really fucking love water. Ah, good. 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 Perfect, let's go do this. Another run. Let's see if we get another golden. I'm doubtful, but hopeful. Can you be doubtful and hopeful at the same time? Because I am. Oops. Okay, got you ulted. Go ahead, guys. Teleport to me. And I couldn't figure it out. That's one of the problems I always have with doing this. Sometimes they do that. But this is the nice thing about having Ayaka is she could just use her infused water attacks to defeat the shields. It's not really a big deal. I don't get afflicted by the Curse of Cecilia Garden too hard. Very nice, another purple. You're getting pretty lucky. I still have my food. Mm-mm-mm.
Take flight.
I didn't even have time to eat
Ice the ice.
before stream started. I had time to make the food, but not actually eat it. Which is a shame, but I can still eat it. It's not a big deal. I just want to get the stream started, and I'll be eating it like in between loading screens or whatever. What if? Oh, two? Oh shit, man. We might actually get it. I think if we get one more golden, I think we'll have enough naturally to be able to get it today.
Illusion shattered. Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. For Rex Lapis. Whirling snow.
Earlier circumstance, but a welcome one. Sure if that's the fastest way to do it, but it works. Still can get it done in a minute. Come on, big money. Another purple, would you look at that? I would say we're getting pretty damn lucky. I wish my luck could be dispersed a little differently than weapon domains, because this is only a matter of time until I get something versus my artifact domains, which is cursed. If you've been following the legends of the Viridescent Vanner set, then you would know I don't have the Legend of Venera set. This is less than ideal. I did this very badly.
We're way behind schedule.
Should kill him, to be honest. I'm pretty sure charge attacking is just the best way to break shields at all times. Hopefully we can get another gold. Would like to see if I can get deathmatch done today. Ugh, not even a purple. I don't know if it's super lucky to be getting a purple every time, or if it's just unlucky to not get one. I don't know.
Shine down. Time for takeoff. All hail. Access denied.
Good man, I'll be a better streamer in a bit. I just need to finish my food. It's my guarantee. Ah. Really taking over me here. It's a bit slower than usual, but whatever. Okay, another purple. I suppose we should just go see if that was enough naturally, but whatever, I didn't. So,
Illusion shattered.
again, we'll do this. not. Mind your manners.
Embrace the ice.
And let's go deal with this one. I wonder if just using Ganyu's faster. My Ganyu's not really that good, but it's probably good enough. Okay, well, no matter what, I'm definitely not using my last Fragile Resins on this. If I'm gonna use my Fragile Resins, it'll be on the Emblem of Severed Fate. Or I suppose I wouldn't mind using it to, catch Zhongli up as well. Okay, so let's see what we're working with. Oops, a twirl. Let's see what we're working with here in terms of what we have right now. Okay, straight to 60. Invest in this. Take another bite. Why did this stop? We can take it to 70. And then we'll see. This is the part where I'm a little concerned about. So let's start off by making as many purples as we can. Only 5, huh? Oh, but wait, I can make more of these, though. And so let's see if this will end up being enough. I'm hopeful. But also, I have my doubts. Okay, so we can take this to 80. So all we need is the 4 pieces now. So craft 3 of these. I need the ley lines and the energy vector. This is why we've been overworld farming so diligently. This way, I know that we'll have the necessary materials to craft whatever it is that we need to craft. I don't remember how many of this I need, so I'll just craft 20 of them. And then last but not least, we need 3 of these. Okay, I need to get a bit lucky here then. I need to get 1 bonus. Ah, shoot. I'm just shy by 1 piece, aren't I? No. I'm so close. Oh well. We'll use our fragile resin, I don't care. You know what? Let me see. Oh, it hasn't been a new week yet. Oh well, whatever. Let's go back. Cecilia Garden. I knew it. I knew we would need 1 more gold piece to be able to move on. I knew it. Food's pretty good, I'll tell you that. I normally wouldn't eat on stream. I feel it's a bit unprofessional, but I need to eat something. It was a little late. I know it's not your fault that I was late, but it doesn't change the fact that I was late. Let me go. Okay, so I don't honestly know what's Ayaka's best combo for DPS. I just always assumed it was doing that where she does like that 3 little slash and then cancel into charge attack. That always, I don't know if that's the best DPS, but it sure makes me feel cool. Yeah, we'll pop a fragile rest. At this point, I don't care. Look at that. Big money. Okay, so just like that, we were able to take Deathmatch from 80 to 90 in one day. I just used this. Or a bit more. Awesome. Now, you could give this weapon to Zhongli at a moment's notice. But I do need to get him some better artifacts and raise his talents up to... I want to raise him up to at least 8. I think that's a fair amount, but evidently I need to actually level him to 90 now. Luckily, we still have 40 resin left over. Pretty nice.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
I knew I need this core lapis for
Where
something.
are those who share the memory?
So it'll cost 105 core lapis at the end of the day. Kind of a lot, but that's why we've been farming up. At least as consistently as possible. Well, I mean, we haven't actually been going out of our way to farm core lapis, just if we happen to see it. Alright, forgive me for what I say, because I don't know what I'm saying. Am I gonna have enough stamina for this? I don't think so. Pretty sure it's easier to go from over there anyways.
Take it easy.
It easy. Take it easy. Okay. All done with my food. I'm ready to be a good streamer.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Game's up. Zachi?
You unholy asshole.
This is order.
Rain outlines your fate.
The rain outlines your fate.
Stabilize.
Busted. Things are about to get tight. Rain cutter.
A quick defeat. I kind of forgot how to fight that thing. So I was struggling a little bit. It's been a long time since I farmed this. I think the last time I honestly farmed this was whenever Zhongli last came, or whenever Zhongli first came out. Isn't that crazy? Okay, but one thing I could definitely tell you is we used quite a bit of our monster resources leveling up this deathmatch. I could potentially... No, I actually don't have any means of leveling him further. I mean, I would spend the rest of my fragile resins, but I don't think it's going to get him to 90 anyways. I could probably get him with the 4 remaining fragile resins that I have. I could probably get him to, at tops, 80. Maybe and a half.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share?
It ultimately doesn't really seem super worth it. Oh, and that's the end of the weekly EXP. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't really seem that worth it for me to go out of my way to spend those resins yet, because no matter what, Zhongli's not done. No matter which way I want to shake it, I can't use Burst Zhongli yet. Because for me to use Burst Zhongli, I'm anticipating to use 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. This feather, or this flower rather, is quite nice. I'm gonna start with this flower. And the rest of the pieces have to be Emblem of Severed Fate, so I don't really have another flower that's like quite as good. Though I suppose for now I could like start with this flower. And the same thing here. I need an HP piece, so I could use like this or this. I think I would personally prefer to use this one because it's got all offensive stats. And you gotta remember, Emblem of Severed Fate does weaponize the energy recharge, which means this is like the start to a pretty okay piece for Zhongli. This is... Oh, I'm sorry. This is the best that I could swing for a geo damage goblet at the moment. which is not bad in its own right. It's still 30% crit value. Just like I was mentioning, is pretty good to start. Then I need crit damage on the circlet, but I just don't have it yet. In fact, I've only ever pulled this one, which is not really that good, but it's good enough for Raiden Shogun at least. Okay, so that's where we stand in talent or in artifacts. Then there's obviously the fact that we need to get Zhongli to 90, which he's not at yet. I don't expect that I'll be able to get him to 90 for at least a few days of dedicated geohypostasis farming. So because of that, because I know how long it's going to end up taking, I'm not in a rush to get him up. Once he's nice and finished, he'll be finished. A rash maneuver. See, Kokomi's totally able of handling herself. My Kokomi's not even that strong. She could still essentially solo that camp with one ultimate. It's not bad for the team's dedicated healer, right? Look, she's level 90. Why I even took her to 90s beyond me. She's only got a level 60 Thrilling Tales, which, you know, I could take to 90, but it's not really going to make her that much stronger, I don't think. She has Tenacity with HP healing bonus, and these are obviously not good artifact pieces, and they're not even maxed all the way. And her talents are weak. So that's how much damage Kokomi is still able to do with how much I've allowed her to be gimped. Isn't that crazy? I think she could be a pretty decent Hydro user. Catalyst. Just being paired with Raiden Shogun just makes her whole existence a little easier. Oh! Shit! That Matacho just died. Committed ultimate treachery against him. With one swing of Muso... No. What is her ult called? Muso no Hitotachi. Muso no Itotachi. One swing of Muso no Itotachi and they were gone, baby.
There is no escape. Allow me. Time for takeoff.
Time for takeoff. Lament. Look at Xiao's damage. Even Xiao's damage is looking nice. Okay, one more commission, I think. I swear I clicked on it, but nothing happened. Okay, let's quickly go do this. And then, of course, we'll need to do a little bit more overworld farming to make up for the mats that we just lost. Especially those ley lines. I really don't have a whole lot of them, which I'll show you. Not that I think you would ever doubt me when I tell you that, but it's like, look, I don't really have that much. If I was to level up about 2 things that use them, I would probably be close to running out of stuff. That's where my problem stems. I have enough for the immediate future, but not enough if things come at me all of a sudden like that. Does that make any sense? I hate doing this daily. Yeah, for Barbara. Definitely for Barbara. For Barbara. Bada. Mm. Boring, no doubt. Nope. Hey. Missing some somewhere, right? Where am I missing some? I always do this. Where's the last one that I'm missing? It should be around here somewhere. I must have missed one over here. One wouldn't think it, but evidently I did. Unless it respawned there or whatever. I never tell. I always do that on this daily, and it sucks. Hate it. And then, oh, actually, before we do the overworld farming, we do have... I think this might be the last day of the Muddy event to do as well. Which I'm hoping we get more than 80 Primo Gems, but I would be fine with just getting 80 Primo Gems as well. It's quite a nice and easy event to do, considering how many Primo Gems we end up getting out of it. I'm all about it. Why do I have Leave Cathedral permanently on my screen? That's an odd one, isn't it? I haven't experienced that before. In any case, we'll turn in these expeditions. It's always worth doing them because it's free rocks. Claim this for no good reason, it doesn't end up mattering. But this is the nice part, because this is where I can go and start the last part of the chasm event. Oh, I never even claimed these. So I know it's there, but I need to equip the adjuvant. And then go to the chasm, and then we'll be ready to do the last part of the event. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope it's... I don't have any reason to expect that it's going to be worth any more than 80 Primo Gems, but I would sure be glad if it was more than 80 Primo Gems. We need every roll we can muster for whenever Kazuha's rerun comes out. I know I don't have any particular reason to believe his rerun might be coming out, but I mean, it's been a year since he's come out. I'm hopeful that they'll bring him back soon. I'm very, very hopeful. I've been waiting for him. So we can only leave it at 10. Okay, blah blah. I didn't read the other ones. I'm not going to read this one either. To how? How to? Okay, he's gonna send me off here. Free EXP, I'll never deny that. Hey, whatever.
Illusion shattered. Allow me. Think you can get away? Let's play. To oblivion. Huh.
I got stopped by a heckin' cart. These are things that was supposed to stop me?
Hold the line. Time for takeoff.
I don't think
Brace
so,
yourself.
bub.
Yahoo! Now you shall perish. There is no
Let's
escape.
see.
Useless. Boring. Rest and rebuild. Illusion shattered.
None too bad. But effortlessly be able to beat this too.
Shine down. Hold the line. Think you can get away?
Yeah, I think you can get away. You can bounce.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you don't stall me. $6,600. Is that good or bad? Thoughts, comments, concerns? Is this average? Above average? Below average? I don't know what to expect. Well. So you're gonna write a story about me or something? I don't know, but let me see about this. Ooh, 100 primo gems. It's not much, but it's honest work. We'll take those. That there was lectors? No, those aren't lectors. Those are the black serpent things. Ah, we're all done with all the events. Okay, well, whatever. Let's oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's turn in this. Should get me, yeah, to 46, which is nice. 11. I only have 11 elegance. Oh, but I only also have. I need to take a quick look-see. What I want to see is who uses Elegance of Light. Oh, I'm sorry. Philosophies of Elegance. Used by Ayaka, Ito, Kujosara, Kuki, and Ayato. I might need Elegance then because of the fact that I'll probably want to continue raising Ayaka stuff later. Let me see, Philosophies of Light. Ayu, Thunder Traveler, Raiden Shogun, Guro, and Yai Miko. No, I don't think so. Okay, so Philosophies of Transience. Yoimiya, Kokomi, Toma. I don't really plan on raising any of those units. I must admit. So I don't know exactly what it is that I'm gonna want. But I guess transience is fine. Doesn't really matter. We'll just get to transience, who cares? Most importantly, I got 2 more fragile resin. That's what I'm most excited about. And then we still have 2 weeks to get 4 levels. It should be light work. It's just a shame. I'll probably be able to get all the way to 50 tomorrow, to be honest with you. By doing the remaining weeklies as soon as the weeklies become available to us. Then the battle pass will be nice and then I'll be able to see truly how much rolls I have after that. But for now, let's once again take a look at how many rolls we're at. So don't forget I have 3 rolls to start, okay? So I have 146 plus 3. And I have 16 pity. And I have 13 rolls. So I'm almost at 108. No, 100. I'm almost at 180 effective rolls. So theoretically, even if I go to 90 twice, I should still get Kazuha. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now, all we need to do is wait for him. Once Kazuha's rerun banner starts, I can finally be happy. Okay, let's go do some of the basic farming. Again, we'll start with the Ruin Guards and then we'll do the Abyss Mages. I kind of like fighting the Ruin Guards, so I don't mind doing them first. But then we'll do the Abyss Mages, like I said. Ruin Guards, Abyss Mages, Whopper Flowers. Those are usually just the 3 that a lot of characters end up using their materials. So those are the 3 that I want to be farming for the foreseeable future. Maybe not forever, but at least for a decent bit. I don't need the Advent anymore. Not that I think I need this, but just do it for fun. Be a bit of security.
There is no escape. Hold the line.
Get out of evil conquering!
It's really not nice. I messed everything up there. Actually, I wonder if I even need to farm Ruin Guards. Well, I surely do, but let me see the actual damage. So I have 8, 50, and 400. So I'm about the same ways off. Actually, these are the things I really need to farm. But I also don't really know how many things end up using this. So once again, I'm not that pressed. Okay, let's go fight the Ruin Guard that's here. And then we'll see after that.
Illusion shattered. Allow me. Oh. Now you shall perish. Ha!
Now you shall perish. And they always do end up perishing. It's lovely. I love playing with her Raiden Shogun. She's so nice. She's so strong. She's got to be one of the best units that have come out. Of course, I don't think she's better than every unit, but she's got to be top 3, right? She's incredibly strong. Pretty cheap to make. I mean, I'll tell you, if you wanted to take the free-to-play route and get the R5 catch, it's going to cost you a chunk of your soul.
Shine down. Hold the
A
line.
chunk of your soul dedicated to the fishing gods. Okay, we almost got it. I don't even feel like switching. Perfect. Berserker's piece. Interesting. So we'll go here. Okay. No, not hilly trolls. We only want to fight Ruin Guard. There he is. He slumped over.
Torn to oblivion.
One cycled him. Oh, I got another artifact piece. That's pretty nice. We're artifact farming apparently too.
The Winter Shogun approaches.
You just fly away to the Ruin Guard, who's way over here on the cliff. Guess we could pick up that. Or we stop seeing it every single time we come here. Even that's not that big of a deal, but whatever. Wait, where is this guy? Oh, he's over here. I think those are the frozen pigs, but we'll ignore the pigs for now, or that's not really our interest. Lucky for that guy. You see him over there in the distance? He's frozen. I guess he's not frozen, but he is shut off. But he will wake up. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. But we're gonna go fight him in any case. We're gonna fight him, and then after... No, I think we still have a few more Ruin Guards to do that I can think of. Wake up.
Rest and rebuild. Now you shall perish.
Just shortly wasn't able to defeat him in one cycle. I think perhaps if I got slightly luckier with crits, or slightly luckier with crits, or if I used my rotation a bit better, I suppose I could have one cycled him. Kinda got stumped at the end there.
Illusion shattered. Hold the line. Inazuma shines eternal.
Yeah, from once. I think so long as they're basically under level 90, I can one cycle. Guaranteed. Pretty nice. It's kind of insane the amount of attack that Kokomi is capable of giving to Raiden Shogun, but the tenacity of the Meloth plus Thrilling Tales.
Shine down.
So like watch. She has 1800 right now, right?
Rest and rebuild. Now you shall perish.
And she has 2300, so she's getting 500 attack. And what an insane difference that is to her damage. It's insane, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Kokomi's not a bad support. I don't know if anybody thinks that she is, but if you do think that she's a bad support, let me prove you wrong. Sure, she's... So here's the thing. Whenever you want to think about if a unit's good or bad, you can't compare it to a unit who's too good. I think there's some fairness in saying certain supports are too good. Like, I don't think anybody here would have any problem debating about the usefulness of, let's say, Kazuha. or Zhongli as supports. I don't think there's a single person here who would argue against their usefulness.
Yahoo!
However, just because they're very strong at their, I guess, intended role, doesn't mean that other units that aren't quite as strong are weak. I think most of these units are actually fine as supports, if not just straight up good.
Illusion
As
shattered.
opposed to the fact that some units are really bad and some units are really good.
Inazuma shines
I know it kind of sounds like I said a whole lot of nothing there, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, take care of him. Now we come here to my favorite part. This is always the part that has the three of them. There's always the one that's walking down here, and then that one sleeping, and then the flying one. Oh, there's one behind it too. I've just not even been fighting that one this whole time. Ain't that a shame? I've been missing out on free parts every day.
There is no escape. Quest rebuild. Torn to oblivion. Ha!
Okay, so when I perfectly do the charge attack cancel, I can one cycle 91. Or level 91 Ruin Guards, at the very least. That's nice to know. It does require me to be semi-talented, though.
Illusion shattered. Ha! Now you shall perish. Ha! 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 Ha!
Yep. Pretty consistent, gotta say. I'll walk so that I can reserve or start rebuilding some of the stamina.
Shine down. Allow me. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! 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 Ha!
See, that was almost bad. I almost didn't one cycle it because I messed up the dash right there.
Hold the line. Now you shall perish. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Okay, this should be another one cycle. Yeah, just barely. Very nice. Okay, we go fight the next one. I don't think there's too many more past this one. This might even be the last one. And then we'll go fight the Abyss Mages. And then see where we are after that. If we're still down to farm Whopper Flowers or not. I'm okay to farm Whopper Flowers, but we'll see. Go. Wake up. Wake up.
Allow me. Torn to oblivion. Ha! Ha!
Oh, that's light work. We got a Chaos Core out of it. It's pretty nice. In fact, what we're hoping for every time. Okay, let's do the Abyss Mages. Oh, this one's way out on the cliff. Or are these the Abyss Mages that the 1 and 2? I think it's always fair to fight the Siren Mage
There is no escape.
on the way to it. The more, the merrier. And I'm pretty sure that these are the two that are on a date down by the cliff. Yeah, definitely seems like it. Jeez, I ran out of stamina.
Time for takeoff. Rest and rebuild. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! Ha! Kill! Ha!
Didn't get Venti's ult back, that sucks. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, I always forget that there's an Abyss Mage here. There we go. We go fight these monsters. I'm kinda tired a bit. I'm not tired a bit. My head kinda hurts. What a duo. Maybe my head hurts because I'm tired? I don't know. I could tell you why I'm tired though. That's because yesterday I kind of left my door open a bit. And as a result of that,
Shine down.
I got a fly in my house. And now I have a fly in my house. And the particular reason that I mentioned the fly
Now you shall
was because the fly, at some point during the night, weaseled its way into my room. And it was landing on me throughout the night. And I was very unhappy about it. And I could feel every time it landed on me. And it would wake me up. And so I did not get very comfortable sleep. I'm usually not that light of a sleeper, but because I was aware of the fly, I guess I was more alert of it. For some reason, it's not like I felt like everything was going to happen because of the fly, but I don't know.
think you can get away. Brace yourself. Forward. Tasteless. Torn to oblivion. Ha! There is no escape.
Torn to oblivion. Watch Raiden Shogun electrocuting herself in the river. I could have some caffeine. See if caffeine can rustle my jimmies a bit.
Shine down. Allow time for takeoff. Let's play.
Doesn't seem like a terrible idea. That's what caffeine's designed for, isn't it? Suppose I could try taking caffeine. But there's part of me that feels like I want to go take a nap, though. Which is kind of holding me back from the idea of taking caffeine. But I don't have time for a nap. I want to stream. I felt really high energy earlier, but the energy's starting to leave me. Oh, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna just take a caffeine and let's see if I can't perk up a bit, because I don't want to take a nap. I don't wanna. Luckily, I always have caffeine handy. So we'll see if I feel a bit better in a bit. Maybe drinking some water too is pretty nice. Maybe I got somehow dehydrated myself, even though I was just drinking water a moment ago. Or maybe even still I was damaging myself. Dehydrating myself somehow. I don't know. Guy's just floating around.
Illusion shattered. Hold the line. Billowing surge.
Get that, my sweet Kokomi's so strong. Strong enough. I'll always say strong enough. Because I don't plan to use Kokomi in any other role than the one that she's currently fulfilling. Which, in any case, I already think her role's generous. In them allowing us to weaponize healing bonus. Very nice of them. And even still, if I wanted to get even more damage than that, I could always switch her from Tenacity of the Millwhip to like Ocean Hued Clam or something.
Shine down. Allow me.
Nice up. Okay, let's go over here. Is this at the bottom of the cliff? Oh, wait. It is.
Here we go.
Still be able to get it pretty easily, because that's kind of what Venti does. Up we go. Up we go. Hopefully by the time we finish farming some of the overworld stuff, the caffeine will kick in. I'm hoping. I'm actually betting the entire sanctity of the stream on it. It's such a shame. I had such high expectations for this. I mean, I still do, but
There is no escape.
I'm a little worried about how I'm feeling right now, though.
Get away.
I don't think I'm sick or anything, but I also don't know why I feel so off. Farm as many ley lines as possible. And here we could see if there's any more. There is, yes. This unfortunately requires us to switch over to the Zhongli team.
Solidify.
You see, we just come here every once in a while we're farming for the Abyss Mages. And we just get 4 core lapis every once in a while. It's a good deal.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Game's up. It's over.
Yeah, what are you doing? He started twerking on the pole. Don't do it, Xiao, don't do it. I don't have any particular reason to think these, but
Stabilize.
just kind of wanted to recover my ultimates off these guys while we're free to do so. I feel like I have a lot of gas stuck in my body. I keep like having the urge to like, burp. I don't really want to burp, but I feel the need arise.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Look at how much damage Yelan does. I love her.
Gotcha.
It does so much damage. Obviously not with just her physical attacks, but... Man, when you have that exquisite throw on, shoot! She does so much damage, I love her. Let's climb up here. And to the next Abyss Mage. I see this fly right now. Right here and now I see this fly. Where did it go? This bastard fly is too smart for me. The sheer agony that these flies are bringing into me is distasteful, dishonorable. I feel awful because of these flies.
Solidify. Order guide you.
Solidified.
Things are about to get dicey.
Man, I can't emphasize how much I love her. She's so... First of all, she does an insane amount of damage. Her damage is absolutely ludicrous. Right? I mean, look at how much I worked on her. So, for one, she can comfortably use a Favonius bow. Obviously, if I had her Polar Star or whatever bow that it is that she uses, I forget. If I had her appropriate bow... Oh no, I think her bow is the... Aquila Simulacraft or whatever the hell it was called. That beats me. Forget whatever I just said. But look at these artifacts. I worked pretty okay on them. I was like, this flower is not really that good, but mostly look at the recharge. Hold on, there's people trying to break into me. Terrible, sorry. Back. What's this? Oh, that's not really that good. Okay, so let's go farm the next Abyss Mage, wherever he is. Oh yeah, he's over here. Beyond overworld farming, I don't really know what else we're gonna do on Genshin though, but I do have a surprise. So for those of you who know, Overwatch 2's next beta will be starting in the next couple of days. And I have already purchased my ticket, or essentially my ticket, to get into the beta. So, on the 28th, the beta will go live, and then we'll be able to stream Overwatch 2 again. Isn't that fun? So, per usual, I will always start my stream days with Genshin Impact, and then move on to whatever other game I feel like playing in this particular case is going to be Overwatch 2 starting June 28th. Which is nice, I'm excited for it. Just shy of getting her next ultimate. Yeah, look forward to that. I wonder if they're going to include the PvE release yet. Because the PvE part of the beta was something that I was... or part of the Overwatch 2 is something I was heavily looking forward to when they first announced it some odd 3 years ago. Of course, I'm just a huge Overwatch fan in general. So just being able to play the beta, it will be enough to hold me over for now.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Look at that. How insane is that? Dude.
Solidified.
Let me get this little area right here before I forget.
Quietly now.
And get a nice little slime, some Noctilucous Jade. Quite a bit of Jade sometimes. Some Core Lapis. This is overall a really good little area for a quick run through. Okay, next Abyss Mage though. Gotta keep her going, of course. So on to the next one. Yeah, I can't wait for Overwatch 2 to start up again because I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of running out of ways to do 4-hour Genshin Impact streams. At least not in a way that I can think of. They seemed like okay for me right now because I still have like some content to do. Like I think I might still be able to turn this stream into a 4-hour stream. We'll see. Oh, you know what? I think I could feel the caffeine starting to hit me. Okay, the stream might be saved yet. It just might be saved. Oh, good gracious to the power of caffeine.
Stabilize.
Here comes the catch. Boring. Disappear.
Yes. I realized changing to Sai is not my best option because she will get blasted. Okay, or just farm Whopper Flowers. Or do we? We might not need to farm Whopper Flowers after all. Okay, I'm content with not farming them. I didn't realize I had that many of the basic material. So I should still have enough for like 4 or 5 things that require it for its upgrade materials. Alternatively, one other thing I wanted to see... Oh, I got mail. Oh, from Yai Miko. She should give me milk. Thank you. What was I looking? I was literally just... Oh, yeah. So from the Paimon shop, I know that you can get... You could, like, trade off this star glitter for some of these materials. Like, let's say I needed this, right? Which I do technically do. Yeah. Excuse me. Man, I'm all over the place. Forgive me. Please forgive me. Like about like a whole bunch of these, which is enough probably to upgrade like one whole thing, which is pretty good. And the thing is right now I obviously don't have much star glitter because I don't ever roll. I'm saving all my rolls, you know, for. Also, I can't afford to invest any of my star glitter or any of my primo gems to try to get star glitters. I can't do it. I don't have the means. So I'm gonna open this like I do every day. Just gonna run through these real quick because I'm tired of seeing that thing. We did it. So we farmed the overworld. We don't have any other story quests happening right now. But I could start one of these three. Or we could do a hangout. Would you rather do a hangout? We could start it. We could try doing a hangout. Rise up Golden Soul. That's what Gurus. One's Rise Up Golden Soul. Up Golden Soul. Begins daily deeds. Oh, word. I actually need to do Kokomis to do Itos. It's crazy. I wouldn't have thought so. And I probably need to do enough of Itos to do Cookie's hangout. Crazy too, because we didn't even get all the endings for Side, but I also don't know how. But there are primo gems to be had doing the hangout, so I suppose we should do the hangouts. I've only got 20 of the 60 available primos from Sai's, and probably even less so from Barbara, right? Just the same. Let's see. I would like to hang out with her, but I need to rise up Golden Soul. So I suppose we'll start off unlocking Kokomis and then doing Kokomis. Watatsumi sightseeing. Okay, let's go. We'll do it. Kokomi. It's been a while, Kokomi. I must admit.
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too.
Oh, I remember that.
I was curious whether there were things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
Where Kokomi?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams. one to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokumi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
Yeah,
I
send
doubt
for
there's time.
reinforcements.
Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from...
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to
No
say
doubt.
when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Watch
Seems like the
yourselves.
resistance
I'll
still
be fine.
misses us. Come on, let's help them get this situation.
You'll get frostbite.
Order kite.
Don't get frostbite.
Solidify.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Listen this quick.
Quietly now.
Evil conquering.
Evil conquering.
This isn't good.
Gotcha.
Oh, he sidestepped me. What a legend.
Busted.
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire. An arson attack. Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them retreat.
An arson attack? Curse them. Look at the damage. Oh my god.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see.
Komi?
Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my.
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain,
True.
are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of
Makes
us
sense.
still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. Of course, not everyone's happy about it.
Uh-huh.
The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we could find her, Guru?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves.
Excellency.
And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I was
girl,
just
we'll
thinking
figure it
it'd be
out.
Good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Ready when you are, traveler. Alright, let's get it.
Check out me.
Viewpoint. Beautiful. What do you know, soldier?
Wait.
Tell me what you
are
know.
You Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish too,
True.
but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry.
Suppose that's true. I don't know the conflicts of
Victory's
war.
declared, and all of a
I'm
sudden,
just a dragon. I remain
fighting's
neutral
over.
to this world's
the people
efforts.
can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some
You
time.
either rule the sea or you get ruled by it.
I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy.
I need primo
Where's
gems.
some other people?
You got any primo gems, buddy?
I'm out of here.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something?
Even if I was with the Shogun's army, aren't you guys at peace right
Unsettled
now?
how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two
One
things
in
only.
the series. I like it. I like his mentality. If he doesn't seem to be
Sorry that I
indulging
can't
in it
be
a
of
little
help
too
to you.
deeply.
I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave.
You're on the job, though, buddy. An Electroculus. Oh, how did I know it was gonna make me
I
do
don't
this
understand what
before?
Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there. What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna...
You remain hush hush while I get this Electroculus up here. Come from up here, I could definitely get it. Need a bit of stamina. And a good jump. I think I could almost probably get it from right there. But there's no reason not to start from a little bit higher of a vantage point. Another Electroculus I see. Oh, there's so many of them.
Crumble.
Once again, am I punished for not ever exploring the map on my own? How do I get this Electroculus that's up there? This is one of them puzzles.
Quake.
You just do this until it fixes itself. Can this so perfectly fit?
Crumble.
No, it's just hitting nothing.
Quake.
Well, one of the... Eventually this is bound to work. Told you.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
So the thing is, I think there's some chance that I could actually just float my way up there. Watch. Watch this.
Brace yourself.
Here. Oh. So resurf this. Wait. Supposed to do. Yep. I didn't mean to jump down here.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Here comes the challenge.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Evil conquering. I mistaken. You need to hurry up. But unfortunate fault.
Look at the damage. Oh my goodness.
Forget it. It's not my concern.
What did anyone want? Oh, forget it. It's not my concern. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Eh? Ooh, you sneaky devil. The one that's down there is a little too hard for me to get. I'll figure it out after I get this one. So, probably off this cliff somewhere. It's not up. I don't see it up. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's turn this in. Let's see how close we are to the next level. I don't remember how much. Oh, we're far from the next level. Damn it! Damn it all! Thought we'd be closer. We turn in. I don't think I have nearly enough sigils to go to the next level, but maybe I do. We'll just find out, just for the sake of finding out. Ooh, far from it. Want to get these other fates, but I'm far from that as well. Whatever. How funny. What's my fortune? Paimon's lucky day. Well, if it's a lucky day, means I could throw one of these and get kooky, right? You know what? I'll just throw my three individuals, just for fun. No kooky. Okay, it was not really that lucky. It was maybe a bit lucky, but not that lucky. What is this trying to tell me about? Yeah, but I don't care. Yeah, let's return to wherever the hell. we're supposed to be, and come to terms with the fact that I probably am not good enough at the game to get that other Electroculus because of varying reasons, which I will leave unattended.
Can I go catch up on...
As it turns out, I'm just not a bright person. At least in respect to that, those electro relay puzzles. I don't understand how to do them, which is fair, and it should be treated fair. It's okay to be not the best.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away!
Wait! Kokomi! There you are! Something's going down over here! You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency! This merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryo Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out. Better. Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course! I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First, I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryo Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryo Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryo Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryo Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryo Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Petty soldier. For the time being, at least, we are in peacetime. Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
Rue.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, Sai, you get stuck on every little lift in the ground.
Can't catch me.
Evidently, they can catch you, Sai, with minimal effort as well. Do I want to mess around with this Sealy first? Strange that it's a regular Sealy and not one of the electric Sealies. With haste, buddy. Oh, I gotta tell you, I can't wait for Kazuha's rerun. I'm almost beyond the point of waiting. Like, I almost can't wait anymore. I can't. I can't. I need him. Do you understand? I no longer want him. I need him. Man, this Sealy's going the distance. What are you going down for, buddy?
Let's get down to business. Boom!
If it's useful, I'll take it.
My blade!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Useless. The fairy.
Okay.
Quietly now.
The fairy.
The very end. Up, up, go. Up we go. So where's this temporary Fatui base? There ain't nothing here.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist.
That will depend on our assessment of our own ability. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but with an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. but absolute stealth would be required during the operation.
No way am I doing
If
that
we
one.
decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option? There's the swordfish captain I know. It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself.
This one
but I can still
together.
provide we should take them down as quickly as possible and retrieve the merchant's goods.
That. Hey, friend.
Allow me.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Where's this guy? Bro, get out of the water.
No escape.
Things are about to get dicey.
Rise! Leaving so soon.
Okay, this is less than optimal. But I guess it works.
Pay your dues.
Wait, and then he resets at the end of the day.
Solidify.
Hold the line.
No escape.
Here comes the catch.
And did he knock himself out?
King is overthrown. Only the pawns remain.
We've only just begun.
And what a pawn he is.
This one's well done.
Allow me.
You need to hurry up. Shouldn't get careless.
Get out of the water. He's out of the water. Oh my goodness.
Excellent work.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Oh yes, the genius tactics of jumping off the cliff and beating the shit out of him.
Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh? Hey!
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for
I
evidence.
doubt it.
If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right, time to take a look at... So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat? Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! This is way too dangerous! We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. Hey,
Yeah.
look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has the Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it.
I'm gonna be a Kokomi.
Kokomi!
Nothing. I just zoned out for a moment.
Oh no, you don't have time to be zoned out.
Yes, these are the stolen good food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't
He
worry.
didn't do anything
I
illegal.
had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokumi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. Nothing. Come on.
Oh, Kokomi's as tired as I am.
It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Okay, let's go give this merchant his shit back. Is that what we're doing? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I can win. You catch me? Oh. Fight, please. No reason the stairs ever have to be that annoying.
My goods! You got them back! Huh. Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see,
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute, but...
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
So let's walk. Oh no, I hope it's...
Island observes different customs than the rest of Venus.
Neptune.
I
Why?
imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
She meant it. What's the matter, Kokomi? You're not trying to chat on this walk? Let's have a chat. Just between the two of us. Or you walk faster than me.
It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's...
Thought she got mad that I tried to zap her. Okay, Kokomi.
Yeah, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya.
Really?
It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on,
No.
It's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be fancy.
And who are
meeting
you,
at a
ma'am?
place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it.
There are a lot of ifs, lady.
Just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will she be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries, though for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you all
No wonder
right?
he's so tired.
This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you, huh?
Water off a duck's
Your
back.
Excellency, here you are.
I'm afraid I'm not completely certain what that phrase
There's been a
means.
situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll
Oh,
have to
you're
save
busy.
that for some-
You're the leader of this whole island.
Let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
Wait until 10 the next day. Achievements? What did I do? Oh, good fortunes. Okay, so wait until 10. Light work. The next day, though, huh? I know you can hear me. Open up the door. If you wanna play. Okay. Next on the agenda here, we're gonna meet with her. Probably not to do the feast.
Kokomi isn't here yet.
She's probably passed out.
She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer. How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Probably gonna tell us some nonsense. Like if she's not here, then she's here. If she's not there, then she's there.
I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
Oh, I see. Never mind then.
Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything.
Okay. Visit the tree. Hopefully this is faster. Because this might be on the other side of the wall. Okay, this is ideal. Purple foliage. There's a nice looking tree.
Sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
There's a way in where? Here? Oh.
Kokomi!
She passed out?
So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory
it's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You've been forgiven. Now let's go eat.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away!
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
Got to be right back. Hey, sorry about that. I'm working on my pool. And as a result of that, I had almost forgot about the pool. I forgot about the pool while streaming. I mean, what could a guy really do?
It's just a figure of speech.
Of course I have to have a pool. I may not have access to the ocean anymore, considering where I'm currently residing. So I gotta have a pool. That way I could at least remember what it's like to be in the ocean.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. To be honest,
Why?
I'm not really.
Why do you feel like you have to hide it?
At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect.
Which is fair. She was born into this role, as far as I remember.
Told, it's something I never wanted for myself, but because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess.
Like it or not, it's just the way it is. Yep. I could understand being upset because of that. It's a fate that was chosen for you, something that you didn't get to. She just has to play with the cards that were dealt to her. There's not a lot of wiggle room for her.
It doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through.
We'll find it.
Am I gonna read the book to her? Oh, we're gonna put a bedtime story for Kokomi.
Do that.
Or is she gonna read it to me?
I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Should always be lucky to be in my presence. I am something of a extraordinary dragon.
Whoa, look at all these petitions. So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day.
Seriously.
No, let's track down.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it too. I love Genshin Impact, and I'm not afraid to declare it. Oh, I'm not reading all this.
Swordfish Captain came back today.
Energy plus.
+4.
That's just, give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one.
Kokomi. Oh my.
Gotta be this one. Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well,
This Paimon's also dense.
get over and read it to her. Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit?
Oh, we are reading her military book. Right back to sleep, huh?
She's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do? Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still...
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Did you see?
I saw.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep.
You sure
You've
did.
been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly
Yep,
time to light
it's
the
time to partake in the feast.
Kokomi's back to full energy. Good to have you back.
Let us be on our way.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh.
Speech. 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 Speech.
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great. We'll be rooting for you.
Welcome, everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our victory.
A victory.
Our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for Peace Talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail.
Of course, I did like 70% of it, so you know, don't even worry about it. Really, this is the victory feast, but it should be the victory feast for the traveler. You know what I mean?
This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered.
It's like you all did your work, and you respect to all of you. So you know, let's not forget if we did the heavy lift. It is what it is. I don't want to point any fingers or call any names, but you know, there's one name that carries a bit more weight around here than the others. You know what I'm saying?
Going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, and I'm concerned that
So we're still gonna investigate.
Okay, sure.
What do you know?
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace. Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
No. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Kabasawa. Kabasawa.
Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been
What
acting
about him?
strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is. I'm out of here.
What are you so on edge about, buddy?
This guy smells of booze.
Oh, you've been drinking, huh?
Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish 2, right?
That would be who I am,
You
correct?
came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Ugh, this guy. Would it kill him to have a normal conversation?
This guy.
What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about that.
Lightning slash! Lightning slash!
Oh, that guy doesn't even fight back.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you.
Imagine talking big when you're like this on the floor.
You really do have a
Oh, jeez.
Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges
Although
on
those
our
are
warriors'
sound
will.
points that are definitely some things that could happen.
We can't trust the Tenryo
But you can't go living off of assumptions like
but
this.
we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that.
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon. Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will to the
What do you mean, what would I would
You
understand? I have the gods in my pocket. You don't want me to unleash. Oh, you want to start a conflict with the Raiden Shogun? I could start a conflict with Raiden Shogun right here and now. Not only that, I could take Raiden Shogun to the 1v1 realm and let her have it as well.
How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
Oh, Kokomi?
about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry.
You make it hard not to worry, Kokomi.
This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Okay. Ten to 12. The next day. Brum, brum. Okay. Meet Kokomi here. Oh, Mom.
Here. These are
What
some
is this?
directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure. But I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes.
Really, you considered each and every possible outcome?
I took the liberty of writing.
Now, I don't know if I'm speaking from somebody who's just on the ethereal plane of lowness of IQ.
How the events play out.
But maybe she's either like so far past the standard IQ that she is capable of such things. It's a bit of a stretch, I'd say. It's a bit of a stretch. And I know this is high fantasy, but it's almost I was like, bro, come on now.
Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many. But you've thought of a solution to each one. Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our as the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. This responsibility is, of course, excellent.
Of course, Coco. Say less. I'm doing these peace talks way out in the middle of nowhere, huh? Right in the middle of nowhere. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. 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 Yeah. Aw. I'm here. Okay, let's see which one of the 187 outcomes
It's been a while,
arrives
Kujo-sama.
here.
I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the proceedings. She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it.
It seems reasonable.
The
Tit
first
for tat,
item is the
peace.
maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations
Nice.
seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we
Good
need.
negotiation.
Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
Nice.
Kokomi, which scenario number is this in the directives?
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns. But I will deal with the situation from here, Madam Kujo. This is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation?
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
I don't understand what's going on.
Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
This is probably a best case scenario because it clears the air on all sides, right?
Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like
Nice.
Sara's on the defensive now. These
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. And
Your
Yes.
Excellency, we...
They handle things amicably.
Let's discuss it after we get back.
I love it. The long travel all the way back to Watatsumi Island. For the normal person. Well, I guess normal people can use teleport points. Sometimes I forget. Okay, but you have to give me another minute. I have to go deal with the pool again. Okay. Back, and we can continue. Sorry, that was my Pokemon Go notifications. My friends are sending me gifts. If you ever want to be friends on Pokemon Go, go ahead and shoot me a message in the comments. I'll be more than happy to give you my user ID on that game too. And then, of course, be sure to invite me to raids. Okay.
Your Excellency.
Let's see what's going on here.
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your
You
sentiments.
greedy,
You
greedy.
cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement. But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand.
Aha, she called you out,
and the fault
idiot.
is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go
What
and report to General
meatheads.
Goro. And remember,
What
there
can he
will be no more
do?
insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Me...
We're gonna read another book to Her Majesty. Let's go read another book to her. What story shall it be this time, ma'am? Boring, says you. Stuck in the roots. Oh, we made it there in the end. We almost had a crash course, though.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a I think I
Intruding.
might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go. But that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one
Yep.
small step
One step at a time, baby. That's all anyone could ever do.
Short. I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here?
How could I say no to this? 60 primos? Yes! Oops, pressing every button. That's not the right button. Okay, story quests. So, we finally knocked out that one, so it means now we could finally do this one. But I suspect, and I say I suspect knowing full well that I'm the only one who has the ultimate determination in this factory, but I will call it there for Genshin Impact. I can't think of much else to do. I don't really want to go on another story quest. We could definitely do this tomorrow. We're in no rush. We were able to once again successfully extend the Genshin content to a pretty admirable amount. I'd say 3 hours is good, right? 3 hours is fine. Still have to wait a few more days before this finally resets so that we can do some content again. And then basically we just wait until tomorrow, until we can fight the geo-hypostasis a few more times. And then that's it. We've done what we needed to do today. We fought all the monsters we need to fight. We did all the farming we needed to farm. We somehow were able to get deathmatch all the way to 90 in one day with very, very minimal farming. And it's going to look so lovely in my Zhongli's hands. Oh yes. In fact, it's going to look so lovely, I almost feel like putting it on right now. Where? Oh, Zhongli. Oh, aren't you looking lovely? We'll change out his artifacts when the time is right. We, of course, aren't there yet, but we will get there one day. Probably not this next week, because I suspect I'm going to take some days to farm the geo-hypostasis before I have enough material to take Zhongli to 90 as well. We could finally join the rest of the team at 90. So, let's see. Okay, enough of Osmanthus. Relax. Okay, so, let's see. He needs to get... I need 8 more of these, which is doable by tomorrow, so I could at least get him to 80 tomorrow. Then he would need 20, and that's the thing that'll take a lot of time. Takes a lot of time to reach 20. Okay. Well, ultimately, that's the plan for tomorrow. We've done what we need to do today. Sayu, what is going on here? We've done what we need to do today, so everything's going swimmingly. We're doing fantastically. And that'll be it. You know? Okay, so this has been Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire. And I'd like to take a moment to appreciate any of you guys who drop by, any and all people who drop by. If you're new here, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and like the stream. If you want to see content similar to this, go ahead and ring the notification bell. And finally, follow me at my Twitter, link in the description down below. to learn more about my personal life and any updates I might have involving the stream. Okay, so final one more time. Catch you all tomorrow. All right, bye bye.